least 8 feet. Now, you want to know something really cool about snakes? They never, ever, ever stop growing until they die. Then they stop growing. But other than that, they never stop growing. So this little baby, who was teeny tiny a couple years ago, will continue to grow and grow and grow.
Do you have a ringneck snake?
I don't have a ringneck snake. Have you seen one? Those are small and they don't like to be found too much. I was letting them know that the scales, if you'd like to touch the scales, they're a coarse kind of, it's called a keeled scale, like a rattlesnake. Yeah, you have to take as many pictures as you want. These are found in the area. We love these snakes, but when they get scared, they open their mouths and they hiss, and their hiss sounds just like a rattle. So most people will kill these snakes, and these are great snakes. So it's called a bull snake, not because it looks like a bull, but its little nose, they have this little thing at the end of their nose where they like to get into the dirt and stuff, and they bulldoze their way into things. Some people say they're bull snakes because they mess with bulls or whatever, but let me just tell you, this same exact snake, if you were to see the same exact snake in Arizona, it's called a gopher snake. All right? So a gopher snake and a bull snake are the exact same snakes. You just have to tell me where you found it, and it is. So what do you think a gopher snake does, guys? Protect our crops in America, all right? So all of the food that you eat from the farmers, these snakes help keep all the rodents away from them so that we can eat them. They're very, very, very helpful snakes. They like to eat gophers. And like I said, they get very big so they can eat lots of gophers. They love to eat. All right?
How much gophers do they eat?
They can eat lots of gophers.
Like 20,000.
This is finished. Sure. So, my glasses. Can you explain the rat snakes that they probably see in their chicken coops?
So most rat snakes you'll see are like the Texas rat snakes, and they can get up to like 7 feet. And they usually are very common, and oftentimes you'll see them climbing up trees or. They're not venomous. They won't hurt you, but they can be a little feisty sometimes. So if you do get near one, it can bite you or try. But
and this is what kind of rat snake? The house, you're 99% sure it's a rat snake. I already know, that was the first one I started with. Now, the only snakes that we have together here are of the Pantherophis family, which is the scientific name for the rat snake. But if you were to find this snake in Florida, it's called a corn snake. See all these different colors? These guys live together. This is Senor Pepe, and this is Tallahassee. Now, Senor Pepe might have just dropped some eggs. The only thing about putting two snakes together, which you really shouldn't do, you never know whose eggs they were. And they're slugs. That means they're not fertilized. Like a chicken egg, they don't have babies. But, so we think it's a female, the Senorita Pepe. I'm sorry?
heads like that.
Oh, squeezing their head. So you can tell them.
Yeah, so bull snakes, you can find them south from San Antonio, so like in Pleasanton, and some of the rural areas out there where it's just a bunch of ranches and properties. And I was actually with one of my boss, and we were looking for rattlesnakes at this lady's house who has dogs, and we were on the road, and it was like probably 80 outside in the morning, and we saw one of these guys just kind of cruising along the road. That was a short one, but out where there's not a whole lot of people, these snakes will get pretty big. Little gophers and even small rabbits. But
So one thing that people always think about snakes, which I can't really comprehend, is that it's going to eat you. You see this little thing? In the Philippines, where a snake's going to eat you?
They're gonna like bite you in the leg.
Oh, Like bite you. Yes, snakes can bite. Every animal can bite. But do you want to hold him? Her?
Desert king snake, and these guys will actually eat rattlesnakes and other venomous snakes. And when they're younger, they'll prey on lizards. But these guys are pretty cool because they actually are immune to rattlesnake venom. And so what happens is that if a snake, like a venomous snake, bites one of these snakes, their immune system will actually target the venom proteins that makes up the rattlesnake venom, and it's kind of like an immunity. So, I mean, really truly snakes, if you see them in the wild, they're pretty chill, and you can even pick one up. But these guys actually have the strongest constricting power, pound by pound, than any snake on this planet. So what
So no
happens?
boa, no python,
Is
and
that
got
they'll
king snake
use-
is the best.
They'll actually use those jaw muscles to crush a venomous snake with its jaws and then wrap around and constrict. But really cool snake.
And if you notice, guys, they're snake eaters. They don't have those skinny necks like we saw with the other snakes. See how fat that neck is? Snakes cannot chew anything. Do you understand that? They can't chew. They have to swallow everything whole. They can bite and then swallow. They can't chew up anything. So this, you can tell a snake eater by those thick necks because it can eat a snake just as long and it goes down like its whole body. It's wild. Coral snakes are a venomous snake we have here in Texas that are also snake eaters. And sometimes we've seen a coral snake get hit by a car and have a whole other snake inside it.
So this snake right here,
Real quick. So, Lamprepeltis, the family of Lamprepeltis, which is a king snake or a milk snake, they're called Lamprepeltis because it's called shiny scales. So these snakes, king snakes, are the king of the snakes, right? In America, the king snake is the king of the snakes. Now, if you go to Asia, the king cobra is for certain the king of all snakes. So the king cobra, right, Jared, can eat every other snake and everything. So these are the king of snakes in America. They eat all the snakes, and they're shiny. So this is a king snake, and we're going to show you some milk snakes, the same family that are also snake eaters, and they're shiny. While I'm passing this around,
talking about how they're often found in like rainforests in Ecuador. Because Ecuador, there's the highlands, which are up in the mountains, and then you have the rainforests, and that's where all the snakes are at, including some very venomous snakes. But rainbow boas, they spend most of the time on trees and
well, let's talk about this first. Okay, a little more. So these are found in San Antonio. When you find snakes in San Antonio, most of them look like that rat snake or the bull snake. They're very camouflaged, right? You think you'd notice a snake that looked like this. This is pretty much the only snake with black except for the guy in the back has a little black on its tail. But these, we'd love to see one of these. In San Antonio, these are the Desert King, and if you go towards Houston, they have a little more speckles like that all over their body, and they're called the speckled king snake. Same color, but right like in this middle section between Houston and San Antonio, they kind of inbreed, and then you're like, is it a desert? Is it a speckled? But here in San Antonio, it's desert, and this is a desert. And blackjack is a wonderful snake. Again, if you're looking for a snake for a pet, king snakes are great. Corn snakes are the easiest for young kids. I'm a fan of king snakes and mill snakes myself. They're super fun. And then the rainbow boa, who has, did he tell you, has a little bit of head problem right now, and has like a deformed head. She was wild caught. She was wild caught, did you say, in the country of Suriname? Did he tell you that? Suriname. It's in the northeastern part of South America. And so this is a boa. This one squeezes. A boa constrictor constricts. Like right now, it is squeezing my finger so tight. You can see how tight it's squeezing my finger. They're arboreal. They love to climb trees and squeeze. Actually make them very upset, and they hurt a lot. So yeah, it was not fun. We put her right back in her enclosure after we get a shot every day. Stretched out. Her face is like she's got something on her face, but so this, like I said, is a very constricting snake. And then my snake, my milk snake is awesome.
We were finishing in our heads.
I know. She likes to squeeze too.
This one here is a South American milk snake, and these guys can be found in Ecuador and Peru and some other countries near South America. And what's interesting about these snakes is that the end of their tails are like pretty sharp and pokey, and what they'll do is they get grabbed by a predator or they get bit or whatever, they feel like they're a big threat, they'll actually stab you or stab that predator with its tip, or the tip right here at the tail. And you can see it's like pretty sharp, and they'll actually just stab you like that, and to make you think that you got bit. But these snakes will actually prey on other venomous vipers and whatnot, and then they'll also eat bird eggs and lizards and whatnot. This is a Indian milk snake.
She likes to eat quail.
Yes.
She's my quail eater.
Quail?
Yes.
Like whole quail?
Yes. It's fun to watch them on the floor, and she's kind of a fun one to watch because she flaps them.
Sometimes
And this one right here is a mini one.
Oh, but just not a mini one. But we don't want them together. Why don't we put these two snakes together? That's right, they're snake eaters. Good. So this is a female who's a lot older, and then Condor is the male. And we were told to breed them because they were very rare snakes. But if you guys know how to breed snakes that eat each other, let me know.
yeah, that's
I have
kind
no
of
desire, and he's moving off to Mexico, so I don't have to do
very
it.
sweet. Yeah.
I have no desire to put snakes in together that would kill each other. But they're very, very cool. So I want you guys, and these are members of Land Repulse, tiny snakes. And as they get older, they get darker. You see the darker colors? But when they're babies, like we got them both, everybody thought they were coral snakes, which are a venomous snake that we have in Texas. So do you want to?
Two hands.
You feel it? I know, she's a scaredy cat. She jumps, and she's scared all the time. All the time, I know. Huh?
If you were to pick them out,
You like it? It's cool, right? You like it?
Oh. Yeah, that tail's not as sharp as Roosevelt's, is it? Roosevelt's is really sharp. This one's a little younger. They are so strong. All these muscles. They do have a little more muscles than we have as humans. Because they have to be able to climb up anything and everything. So, like I said, in Texas, our venomous snakes are the coral snake that looks very similar to this. It has a nerve. What's another snake that we have around here that can hurt you? It costs a lot. Third one. Thanks, guys. If you find a coral snake, or if you find a coral snake in the mouth of one of your animals, you have to assume that your animal has been bit. And it's very bad for animals. Coral snake bites are. Now with copperheads and cottonmouths and rattlesnakes, you usually will see a puncture wound, like the fangs, and then they'll balloon up. But with a coral snake, there are no signs because it's inside your body where it is. Alright, so
Make me feel good.
I want to give you guys some opportunities. If you want to hold some snakes and take some pictures like Solo or something.
Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. That's all. Bye.